What's up, everybody? It's Chris Davis, the Creature Preacher, coming to you once again. This time, I want to give you guys just a welcome to the channel, introduction to the channel, let you know a little bit about who I am, why I started this channel, why I call it the Creature Preacher, give you a little bit of a rundown here. So, I've got my boy Slick hanging out with us. He is about 7 years, going on 7 years old. I remember that because I got him right before we got married. So if I forget my anniversary, tisk tisk, then I'll forget how old he is. But you know, my wife will never let that happen. So yeah, he is 7 years old, and you know, pretty big and full size, just about. Um, they get up, you know, to maybe 4 3 4 feet here, and you know, he's chunky monkey, fun guy. So yeah, he's gonna hang out with us for this video, and I like to just tell you about who I am. So again, my name is Chris Davis. I am the Creature Preacher. The reason I call myself the Creature Preacher, because I love creatures. I love exotic animals. I love fish. I love dogs. I love all type of animals, and I've always loved animals. I've always had this passion for animals ever since I can remember. I remember as a kid, we had a bird, and I loved the bird, and you know, I didn't understand as a kid, you know, birds in cages. So like the bird cage was outside while we were cleaning it, and so I let the bird go, and my sisters were upset with me for letting our pet bird go. But you know, I just wanted him to be free. But now I understand that there's an aspect of, you know, keeping animals and taking care of them, and a responsibility that we have as human beings, you know, to a certain extent, to do that in a meaningful way. So creatures, and then my pedigree is a preacher. Like, I come from a background of preacher. My dad was a preacher. My grandfather is a preacher, and so that's a big part of who I am as well. It's amazing to me how beautiful God's creation is, just honestly. And so that's the reason that I started this channel, is, you know, just from a genuine passion that I have for animals, as well as for me. I never thought myself to be a creative person, really. I don't do art. I'm not a great drawer or anything like that. But when it comes to taking care of my animals, there's this creative passion that I found in just in recent years, and an outlet to be able to make tanks, environments that are unique and creative, as well as taking care of the needs for different species and different animals. So that's a really cool journey that I just wanted to start this channel to invite others into that journey, to inspire creativity in them, as well as identity. I think this channel is about identity because, again, you know, just being brought up in a certain extent, you know, to with the expectation of being a preacher. And my mom, she would never let me have snakes when I was a kid. I'm still mad at you, Mom. I'm just playing. She would never let me have snakes when I was a kid. You know, she was scared of them. And a lot of people, you know, think of, you know, religious people or non-religious people, you know, consider exotic animals as, you know, taboo to a certain extent. But they're just beautiful creatures. And so just for me, I want to inspire others that no matter what your background is, no matter what you were intended to be, you know, what are the innate passions that you have, that are in you, that may not be the norm, may not be the expectation, but, you know, how can you come into learning and growing in that passion, and being who you are, being who you were always designed to be. And so, what to expect a little bit, for this channel is, of course, preaching is not necessarily all in the religious sense. Preaching is being an advocate, being a teacher. And so that's my perspective of this. I feel like animals have a lot to tell us, a lot to tell us about the world that we live in, a lot to tell us about relating to one another, relating to the earth. And so learning about that for myself, but again, inviting others into that journey of learning about these amazing creatures and inspire others, break down misconceptions about creatures, exotic animals, in different things like that. Teaching, how to be creative, how to, think about things outside the box for animal care and just, general beauty. I love the beauty of a fish tank. I love the beauty of my snake's cage, or one of my savannah's cage, or one of my other animals. I love the beauty of what you can do to make that space your own, but more importantly their own. So that's what this channel will be about. I am by all means not a perfect individual. I'm not a professional, and when it comes to animal care, my background, my history with animal care, I worked at pet stores all throughout college, so I learned a lot, as well as, again, because I'm passionate about it, I study a lot, I read a lot, I watch a lot of YouTube to find out, what's best for these. But I don't know everything by any means, and so I don't expect to be perfect and have all the answers. And as well, just open dialogue about creatures, about learning, about creativity, about passions, about individuality, about being who you are. I feel like that's what this channel is going to be about. So I encourage you to comment. I encourage you to ask questions. I ask that you keep it sensible, keep it respectful to me, to everyone else that may comment or may have an opinion. I respect everyone's opinions, viewpoints, thoughts, and I think that we learn together, different things. We learn about one another. We learn about different lifestyles, patterns. And that's the cool thing with animals as well. There's so many different species in the world. And this cichlid tank behind me, cichlids are some of the coolest fish, but there's so many different cichlids, so many different species and things like that. And so just the diversity in the animal kingdom is absolutely amazing as well. But just the ecosystems and how everything works together and how everything is designed so uniquely is something that's amazing to me, and something that I feel like warrants a good conversation, warrants open thoughts about that as well. So that, again, just wanted to kind of give you guys an understanding of who I am, what this channel is about. I hope that you subscribe. I hope that you enjoy the videos. I hope that you comment and give your opinion. I hope that you give me feedback. Again, I'm not an expert, so if there's something different that you might do, something that I could learn from you, I'm 100% open to that. And I appreciate all of your time, and I hope you have a great day, and say bye-bye to my buddy Slick. See you later.